you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us ready to buy to 213-640-9738. That's 213-640-9738. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
It's the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, and we still have a lot of discrepancies as far as the origins of hip-hop, a lot of claims, who did what, who was the first. But at the end of the day, we need a definitive story, all right? And that story can only be told by the founders of this culture.
Like everything was being driven and influenced by young, black, American culture.
The roots of hip-hop being Jamaican, absolutely false.
And that narrative that hip-hop has had 3 founding fathers, which isn't true. Hip-hop was created by a number of different people.
I am Cope LaRock, the first MC of hip-hop, first cat to pick the mic up.
I introduced rapping to the turntable because when I came with it, nobody in the world was doing it.
My name is legendary King Trixie. So I am the first breakdancer.
I am the grandfather, the godfather of the graffiti culture. I am the first element of hip-hop.
My name is MC Sha-Rock. I am a founding member of the MC/rap culture.
They want to come in the mix, they want to say, we started. No, you didn't. What came to be known as hip-hop was solely an African-American creation.
If they get the real truth of how it all was created, then so many lies would not be able to be in existence.
Boom, there it is. All right, we're in the building. What is going on with the family? We are in here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tariq Nasheed's live broadcast family. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. Let everybody know that we're live right now. I know some people might be watching the BET Awards. You can still watch and tune in to us live right now. It's very hot out here in LA. It's very, very hot. But we are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the FBA family. Shout out to the non-FBA family, all the allies out there. Glad to have y'all tuning in. All right. Let me have y'all retweet this. Retweet the live. Let everybody know that we're live right now. Give me a nice retweet. Oh yeah, somebody said, yeah, the Democrats were pandering on the BET Awards. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I saw a pandering video. I turned it off. I saw one pandering video at the BET Awards and immediately turned it off, family. Let me show you one. Okay, let me show you one of the pandering videos of the BET Awards. And fair use. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right. This is fair use. This is one of the pandering videos on BET. Hold on. They had Biden up here with Taraji P. Henson. I mean, not Biden. Kamala. Hold on.
No, Taraji. Now, you know I wouldn't do that. Especially not to...
Oh, wait.
No, Taraji. Now, you know I wouldn't do that. Especially not to a fellow bison. The real, ain't you? You know. So what's on your mind?
Oh, Madam VP Harris, I'm worried about the election.
Oh, Lord.
Women's reproductive rights.
Oh, well, they done gave them all the talking points. Women's reproductive rights? Ain't nobody tripping on that.
On the line. Our Supreme Court is on the line.
Okay. I gotta hold my stomach in order to get through this horse crap. Our reproductive... Lives are on the line. The Supreme Court is on the line. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, Lord. Hold on.
Our basic freedoms are being tested, Madam VP.
What basic freedoms? What basic freedoms? What have the Democrats are in office right now? Hold on. I mean, come on. What? The Democrats are in office right now, and what are they doing about our basic freedoms? The Democrats ain't doing a damn thing. They're in office right now. They're not doing anything about our basic freedoms. All right. Hold on.
P, I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing? Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right.
Oh, God. God. I'm getting nauseous going through this, family. I can't. I'm doing this for you guys, but oh, God, this fake. I'm in these streets, girl. I can't stand these Negroes. I can't stand them. I can't stand these. I can't stand them. Oh, y'all just don't know how much I can't stand these people, man. They're so damn fake. They think we're dumb. They play us like we're stupid. Oh, goodness gracious, help me, Lord Jesus. I just can't with the fakeness when Kamala gets into the whole hip-hop sister girl right after, oh, she's hip-hop sister girl with hot sauce and collard greens. And right after the election, she's right back to tandoori chicken. She's cooking up that curry and tandoori. All these people are so damn fake, family. Okay, let's try it again. I don't have the energy for them, family. My energy is gone. I just don't have it. These people have worked every last nerve that I have. It's just hard for me. Hold on. She's in these streets. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're...
The streets of Mumbai.
Right, Taraji. There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom and equality. But these extremists, as they say, they're not like us. No, they not.
Oh, God. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, guys. My nerves are bad. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I just gotta breathe through this horse crap. I can't. They not like us is about your ass, Kamala. They not like us is about you. Oh, goodness, these people. Oh, God. The cringe. The cringe and the pandering. Oh, God.
As they say, they're not like us. No, they not. There's a full-on attack on our fundamental freedoms. The freedom to vote. Yep. The freedom to love who you love. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom for a woman to make decisions about her own body, not having her government tell her what to do. No, Taraji. Now, you know I wouldn't.
Okay. This is what they want you to vote for. This fake ass garbage. They want you to vote for this phony, cringe-worthy garbage. They're going to try to sister girl Kamala up. And listen, with Biden tanking right now, they don't want to put Kamala out there as the next person up. They ain't talking about that. Because the thing is, Joe Biden going to last? Forget about being in office. Is he going to be alive in the next 4 months? Is Joe Biden going to be alive? Because that means they're going to have to put Kamala out there, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to put Kamala next up. So they're going to weekend at look, if Biden just croaks or whatever, they're going to weekend at Bernie's his ass. They're going to put some shades on him and parade his corpse around. I'm telling you, they're not going to let Kamala Harris get that step up and get in the White House as the president. They're not going to let that happen. If Joe croaks, they're going to have some shades on him, and they're gonna have some string with his hand up. They're gonna do his fingers like that. Then they're gonna do some AI on his mouth and pull a string on his mouth like a ventriloquist dummy. Bon Marie! Bon Marie! Bon Marie! The Democrats are in disarray. They're a mess right now. The Democrats are a mess. It's a wrap for them right now. They ain't about to let Kamala's drunk ass get up there and be the executive in charge, the chief executive. They're not going to do that. Yeah, we won't even notice, by the way. If they get up there and just get his corpse around there and just have his corpse wave, nobody's going to notice. Nobody's going to notice a thing. Remember when he was at that gospel, whatever, that Juneteenth thing? He was standing up there frozen. They had him on something. He's standing there frozen. He didn't blink. He's just standing there. And then he did some kind of robotic fist bump. Craziest cat shit. It's a wrap for them, guys. It's a wrap, and good riddance. Good damn riddance, ladies and gentlemen. My Lord. We in here. Let everybody know we're live right now. We got almost 3,000 people in here already. Retweet this to let everybody know I'm live. Listen, family. Tonight at midnight, guess whose birthday it's going to be? Midnight tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is my birthday. My birthday is July 1st. All my cancers stand up. Where are my cancers? It is cancer season. Shout out to the cancers. But my birthday is this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Later tonight, it is my birthday. A lot of people are saying happy birthday already. A lot of people want to send me birthday gifts. Shout out to you guys. People do send me wonderful things. Family, listen. If you want to give me a birthday gift, you know what the gift to me should be. The gift to me is to have you guys go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com and give a donation to the Hidden History Museum. That can be my birthday gift, ladies and gentlemen. I think the link is down here in the profile. But that's my birthday gift. If you guys want to give me a birthday gift, helping us with the museum so that we can help the community, that would be a birthday gift to me. Helping the museum so that we can help the community. So you can go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. We had an event, because people rent out the museum, people in the community, we make it very affordable and reasonable so that people can, in the community, when they want to have their own events, they can rent it out, and we have them come on through. We had an organization, it's a black organization, I cannot think of the name of them. They had a phenomenal event yesterday. Beautiful black folks. LA has some, I hate that people give LA a bad rap. We got some phenomenal black folks in LA. God, I can't think of this black organization, but they had an event there for their organization, and they had poetry people and dancers and drummers. Well, they were super black. Boy, they were super black. And I had my family come up. My kids came through. If you were there yesterday, y'all got my son, Mateo. He acts like he runs the museum. My son, Mateo, he goes and introduces himself to everybody. He be having grown conversations with grown-ass folks. So he likes being down there helping out. But it was a great organization there yesterday. I cannot think of the name of the organization. Beautiful black folks, some of the elders. So they had a lot of people come through there. There's a couple of white people in there with dashikis and dreadlocks. So it's a very interesting mix of people. Very interesting mix of people. Boy, they had people, they had drums in it was super duper black. It was super black. They had some cats playing drums, and they had the food. They had my patio area really laid out. They had a brother singing, then he started doing some real hardcore poetry. Like, I am Going for freedom. I am going for freedom. Say her name. He started doing the Umar scream. Say her name, Harriet Tubman. He started screaming. Whoa. Soldier on the Truth. Say her name. Rosa Parks. Say her name. Then they had a person sitting down doing sign language. It was off the chain. It was all over the place, but it was off the chain. Ida B. Wells! She was screaming while she was doing the sign language in the back. And they were doing the drum. Then some girls came out praise dancing. It was off the chain. They were screaming, dancing. They were doing the most. My kids in there dancing. My kids in there doing praise dances. So it was off the chain in there. It woke everybody up. That woke everybody up. It was blackety black. It was so black. Shout out to them. Hey, it was all right. So, yeah, we have events. Yeah, we have events and people. We welcome everybody, man. The community, they loved it. They absolutely loved it. They loved the space. People really, really love the museum. They really, really love it, man. So again, everybody, man, go. Yeah, you got to contribute. We're going to have in August, I think we're going to have like a telethon because, dude, we got to, because we try to get grants. Dude, I'm telling you, all of the grant programs, Tethers, and all of these other groups, minority groups, they get all of the funding that we're supposed to get. We get zero funding. When this is why when I hear Kamala and Biden talk about all the stuff they've done for black businesses and black nonprofits, all of that is cap. All of that is a damn lie. Because we, and just like other black businesses, that we don't get a dime. And they're supposed to be grants and things earmarked for us to get. But then they use that trick word minority and people of color stuff, and we don't get jack, man. We don't get a damn thing, man. So we really need the community to support so that we can keep everything going, man. You dig? We get nothing. So we do need people to contribute to that because this is a staple in the community, man. People really love it. Yeah? So, yeah. So shout out to everybody hitting the hiddenhistorymuseum.com website and giving a donation and continue. So that's what it is. So everybody, let's get up in here, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Family. Speaking of tethers, did y'all see this politician? What's his name? Out there in Fulton County, Byron Donalds. Somebody ran up on him asking him about reparations. I want y'all to hear this. Now, this guy is a tether. This guy is Caribbean, talking about how, and he's an elected official, talking about how he is against reparations. I want y'all to hear this. Hold on. Listen to this. Now listen to this. Hold on.
Dr. King said at the tail end of his life, he said, we're going to Washington and get our cake. You understand? So now, what is your position on reparations?
Thank you. Great question. Thank you. We can all be quiet and let them answer. Thank you.
I'll be direct. First of all, I'll be direct with you. I'll be direct with you. I don't believe in reparations. I don't.
Well, then you don't believe in the black community. That's bad.
I will tell you, brother, in the hat with the glasses on, that's not true. What I will tell you is that there's a question if you're going to get into the full economics of reparations right now. Question number one, of all black people in the country, how many of them are actually descendants of slaves? because you've had a lot of immigration over the last 100 years in America. American slavery. There was slavery in the Caribbean. The one brother came up, he said that he's first generation, the brother in the Congo, because his parents came from Jamaica. My grandmother is from Jamaica.
See? So he's the tether. He's up here using the argument, how we gonna tell who's who? My grandmother's from Jamaica. I think on his dad's side, they from Panama somewhere. Hold on.
So my grandmother's Jamaican. I know exactly what you're talking about. My mother was born in the United States. I'm born in the United States.
And?
So this is a fundamental question. You a black man, I'm a black man. Am I eligible for reparations?
No, you know you're not.
Right now, I would say the answer is no, I'm not. Because my family is from Jamaica. My father's Panamanian. His grandparents were born in Panama. My father immigrated to the United States. So does that make me eligible? So you got to go through all of that. That's step one. Step number.
That's not, okay, let me break all this stuff down. That's not hard. You're not qualified. Bye. Okay, you just don't qualify. It's not hard. Family, I don't want tethers representing us at all. You understand? I don't want tethers representing us in office. That's where I am now. I don't want them representing us in office. This is why we need to look into everybody's background. We got to have people from our damn lineage representing us. Every time, this is why we don't get nothing popping. We get these Congressional Black Caucus folks and folks like this who get in office, who don't share our lineage, and they sit here undermining us with their black faces as cover. He knows good, and that's not hard you're not qualified, brother. You are not qualified for reparations. How are we gonna figure it out? I mean, I come from, my mama and them come from Jamaica, my dad and them come from Panama, so it's so confusing. No, it ain't. You ain't qualified. People from your background ain't qualified, dude. That's what it is. Let's hear some of his other points. Let's hear some of these other talking points. We're going to break all of them down slowly. Let's break them all down. This ain't hard. Hold on.
Two, slavery under federal law was ended in 1865. The Jim Crow era ended, obviously, with the 64 Civil Rights Act, the 65 Voting Rights, etc. The fundamental question is, you've now had 3 generations of black people come up in the United States. As a black kid today, does he get reparations? Third question.
What was the, what? Hold on, hold on.
As a black kid today, does he get reparations?
Yeah! He said, does a black kid today get those reparations? Yeah, fool! Yeah! You got descendants of people who survived the Holocaust who still get a form of reparations. You still get some of the Japanese people who were interned, some of their descendants get reparations. You got Native Americans, the red ones, they get a form of reparations still, the descendants. So what is he talking about? What kind of no? What is he talking about? Hold on. Let's hear the third one. All of his stuff could easily be debunked. Hold on.
Third question. Hold on now. Third question. You got a lot of other people in the United States. Asians, are they responsible for the cost of the slave trade? No, because they're of Asian descent. People of Indian.
Okay, let's break down Asia. Okay, was I responsible for them being in internment camps? I didn't put them in camps, but our tax dollars went to the descendants. What kind of argument is that? Hell, I'm not responsible. I didn't mess up Venezuela or whatever's going on in South America right now, but they're sending all of these people here and our tax dollars are funding them right now. That's not a good argument either. None of us foundational black Americans, we didn't destabilize their countries. We didn't cause them to fail back in their homelands, and they're flooding the borders now, eating up our tax dollars. No, we're funding them when they get over here. And him too. We didn't make his family fail in Jamaica and Panama, but they come over here eating off our damn tax dollars, eating off these DACA programs. These are tax-funded programs. What kind of argument is that? We gotta fund you. The hell are you talking about? So yeah, if you come over here, part of this government,
are they responsible for the cost of the slave trade? No, because they're of Asian descent, people of Indian descent, people who are Hispanic in the United States, and grow the largest growing population in the United States. And of course, the dominant population is still the white population. But even in that, it's not just Southern whites that were plantation owners from their grandfathers. So if you're going to talk about...
It ain't about the slave owners individually. It's about the U.S. government. It's the U.S. government that had us enslaved. They had the Fugitive Slave Act. So when we got out of slavery, we ran away. They used the Fugitive Slave Act, which was a federal law, to bring us back in slavery. The United States would use the army. They would use the military to go down in Florida to try to bring black people back into slave states. The government was active in our enslavement, ladies and gentlemen. So it's the U.S. government that owes. We're not talking about individual slave owners. They play this goofy ass game. The entire government was complicit in this. Well, these tethers are slick, man. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Reparations today, what you're talking about is taking money from other Americans, which quite rightly, the pain and the toil that did happen in America through slavery, through Jim Crow, but now you're asking Americans today and in the future to pay that bill.
We pay your bill, Negro. We paid the bill for your musty ass family to come here. We paid that bill too. We paid the bill for these people to come over here now. I'm telling you, they're the main ones complaining. We got to sit up here and fund these people. And then they flood our communities. They drop them off right around us, so more of our dollars are being squandered. And then when we talk about what we need to get, they're the first ones who oppose it. The tethers are the first ones opposing it after they're eating up all of our stuff. Man, please. Hold on.
Is it that bill? Is it their bill, Americans today, to pay? I'll ask you a slightly different question. It's not reparations. It's about Joe Biden's student loan bailout. And I'm not going off, but it's a comparison point. 2/3 of the American people did not go to college. Is it okay for Joe Biden to say, well, we're going to forgive student loans, even though 2/3 did not go to college? Is it now the debt burden of the 2/3 of the American people that did not go?
That's a correlation that don't mean nothing. That has nothing to do with our reparations claim. That's a real whack, weak correlation. That has nothing to do with anything. That didn't even stick.
I will tell you the answer is no. People may not like that, but that's the reality. And brother, I want to be respectful of you, because I understand the reparations argument. But we are now more than 150 years from the Emancipation Proclamation.
And we were never paid.
We are easily 80 years from the end of the Jim Crow era.
And we were never paid.
Who now? I just addressed it. I said no, and now I'm giving my answer. And here's the thing. So here's what I'm going to say, and I want to thank you for your service. Because what's coming up in the room is taking you too long to answer. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want Vice President Harris to talk about Venn diagrams and then tell you, yeah, okay, yes? Is that what we're going to do? Do you want Joe Biden to not even be able to answer your question because he won't get into the details of this? Because the reality is you have a lot of people who will throw out talking points because it sounds good, because they want your vote, but they're not going to do what's necessary to make sure that you're successful in this country.
Okay. And those were most likely fellow tethers in that audience too. All right? Family, these tethers getting in these political positions, we see how that's working out. You see? Byron, what's his name? His name is Byron Donalds. His name is Byron Donalds, ladies and gentlemen. That's his name. Family. And I talked about this. I did an interview talking about the tether class getting into political positions to undermine us. I was on the something called the Daily Wrap Up. Hold on, let me play that clip. Let me see if this is the right clip. Hold on. Okay, right here. Listen to this clip. Hold on. Listen to this clip. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Hold on. Listen to this. There were a lot of people who were non-FBA who would low-key denigrate us. They would have all of these weird names for foundational Black Americans, like Akata, Jarir, Abid, Yanks. They had all these little weird terms. But when these people start getting over here and getting in political positions, and then they can dictate where our resources go, and they have that same anti-FBA disposition, now we're saying time out. When we have a Kamala Harris, who's non-FBA, but who cosplays as Black when it's convenient, and then Asian when it's convenient, when we have her dictating where our resources is going to go, we have to say, hey, wait a minute. We don't want these people who are really not on code with us acting as our representative, because that's very important. The dominant white society, they understand people who have a certain lineage, they will be on code with each other. So they let people get in political positions who don't have our lineage, like Barack Obama, Colin Powell, Eric Holder. These were people who didn't have any FBA lineage. So they put them in positions knowing that they would not do anything to help Black people and it wouldn't mess with their conscience. There were a lot of... All right. So yeah, I just talked about this, and I did this interview a month or so ago. So I was just talking about this. Yeah? Man, I'm just these folks getting in these positions, misrepresenting us. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. They do a piss poor job at representing us. All they do is get in office and undermine us, man. They get in office and undermine us on both sides. On both damn sides. And I'm cool on that, man. You understand? Family, we should have been delineating a long time ago. Our good brother, Claude Anderson, has been trying to tell us about the importance of delineating, but better late than never. Better late than never, family, because shout out to everybody in here. We got a lot of folks in here right now. Family, we have to circle our wagons as an ethnic group and as a lineage for tethers and interlopers and underminers all across the board. You understand? I don't want those folks representing us. And also, again, and this is the main topic we're talking about tonight. We're talking about why microphone check was very important right here. That's why it's going back in theaters in a few weeks. Family, it's so very important that you guys go support microphone check when it goes back in theaters, family, because we were telling people, even in the film, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the film, these folks were going so hard on trying to erase our FBA creation of hip-hop and co-opt it, and they were going hard body doing this for a reason. They were doing this for a reason. We told people one of the reasons why they were going so hard body within the last couple of years, because they knew the Olympics was having breakdancing. And I kept telling people this, listen, because the Olympics is going to have breakdancing and hip hop, that's going to be front and center. The whole culture is going to be front and center. It's going to be popped up there, propped up on the global stage in a positive way. All right? Hip hop is now going to be polished up and pushed out there in a positive way, because now there's a lot of corporate money that's going to be tied to it now because of the Olympics. And because you got a lot of people representing the United States and all of that. So now anything positive that comes out of America, they have to de-blackify it. They have to sanitize it and whitewash it. And that's where all of this nonsense about 50-50 Latinos and blacks creating hip hop, that's what this was all about, family. They are trying to whitewash it. That's why they've been so hard body trying to go after microphone check. They've been getting a lot of these Caribbean tethers to sit here and go along with that narrative, because a lot of them have a deep-rooted vitriol towards foundational Black Americans too, because they were teased and clowned for not having swag when they were kids. So they grow up with some of that disdain and hatred, waiting to get their revenge on us to a certain degree. But family, we've been telling you guys that they've been trying to remix the origin of hip hop and put a white face on it. You understand? And I want you to see this commercial for breakdancing in the Olympics. I want y'all to see this commercial. This exemplifies everything that we've been saying, family. We're going to break this commercial down. We're telling you that they've been trying to put a white face on it. And when they talk about Latinos, they mean the white ones. The white Latinos. Now look at this. All right, look and listen. All right, look and listen. This is a commercial for the Olympics and the b-boying in the Olympics. I want y'all to hear what this guy's saying. Hold on. All right, so you got a Latino kid and his dad watching breakdancing on TV. So he gets up. All right, so he grows up. He's breaking. There's blacks, Asians, and Latinos in the back. All right. All right. All right. All right. Multiracial in the back. Everybody's involved in the back. All right. So now he's going to the Olympics. All right, hold on.
My people lit the way to Team USA. It's time to light the way for the next generation.
My people led the way to Team USA.
For the next generation.
Hold on.
To Team USA. My people lit the way to Team USA. My people lit the way to Team USA. My people lit the way to Team USA. It's time to light the way.
And when he said that, they made sure to put his name up there, Victor Montalvo. They made sure to put his Hispanic name up there when he said this. Visuals are very important. You see, they made sure to put Victor Montalvo. My people, Victor Montalvo, led the way. All right?
My people lit the way to Team USA. It's time to light the way for the next generation.
Okay, they got Asians, whites. What's that? Asians, whites, and Latinos. Hold on. All right. Family, this is where they wanted to go all along, man. This thing was about getting us out the paint and making Latinos the real creators of hip hop. This is what it's all about. That whole 50-50 thing, that was part of the lie. That was part of the lie. Once they got the 50-50 lie out there, they were hoping that we went along with it. Fortunately, we have not gone along with it. We've been pushing back. Because the thing is, if we just go along with the 50-50 lie, the real lie is going to come through is that we got it from them. That's the lie that they want to tell. Now let's look at the Team USA website. This is why microphone check was very important. Breaking history. This is Team USA. This is the website, the official website for Team USA. Breaking history. Now look at this. The art of breaking evolved from many different dances and other activity, which influenced New York youths in the years leading up to the mid-70s. In the early years, breakers would break at parties, in clubs, on the streets, practicing at home, in the hallways of buildings, or in community centers. During that era, structured competitions with judging were seldom held. Breaking crews like the Zulu Kings, which was a black crew, they only named one crew. See, they went to the crews. The Bronx Boys, Latino, Rockwell Association, Latino, Salso Crew, Latino, Crazy Commandos, Latino, Star Child LaRock, Latino. So they named the Zulu Kings and then a whole bunch of Latino crews who actually came later. They didn't mention Trixie, who was the first breakdancer, or Sasa, or Wallace D, or the legendary Twins. These were the first generation B-boys who were all black. They didn't even mention them. They skipped over all the pioneers and named a bunch of Latinos and threw the Zulu Kings in there, but all of the other people are Latinos. This is what they were planning all along. We saw this. And look at this. By the early 80s, they skipped through the 70s because that's when the black ones were there, and The Bronx Boys and all that, these were crews who came in the late 70s. They were never on any flyers. Nobody saw them competing nowhere in the mid-70s, nowhere. Some of the black pioneers have said this. These guys were not around in the early days. All right? Now they skip to the 80s. In the 80s, breaking had begun to catch the attention of mainstream media. And the dance spread quickly across the United States and overseas. Breaking crews like the Rocksteady Crew, Dynamic Rockers, New York City Breakers helped spearhead breaking initiatives and activations in the 80s. Mainstream media boom. They added innovation to the foundation of the dance, meaning the Black Foundation, the foundation of Black Americans, and developed more complex moves. In 1983, the motion picture Flashdance introduced breaking to the mainstream public on a larger scale. Although Flashdance was not intended to be a breaking movie per se, it only featuring some short breaking scenes, the movie still had a big impact on breaking, inspiring people throughout the world to try breaking. Now in Flashdance, they were doing like the moonwalk and stuff like that. They were doing a lot of stuff that West Coast cats were doing. Then they did some floor work. So if they really want to go there about some of those dance moves, because they had one dude in there doing the moonwalk and all that. Some of those, the West Coast dudes were doing that on TV in the 70s. That's why we're going to do a West Coast version of Microphone Check 2. We're going to clear all this stuff up. In Flashdance, they were doing a lot of some of the West Coast moves that were around since the mid-70s, that we were doing on Soul Train, that Poppin' Pete and the Electric Boogaloos and those guys were doing. Yeah? But I digress. After Flashdance, a number of breaking-focused movies such as Breakin', Beat Street were produced. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so they skipped all over to the 80s, start talking about all of the Puerto Rican dances. Yeah? This was the plan all along, family. This is why Microphone Check was very important and is very important. This is why it's very important. We saw this coming a mile away. This is what they were planning on doing. And now you got Crazy Legs. Let me show you. He done made a video recently talking about all the moves he and others created. Now listen to Crazy Legs. Hold on, let me find that clip of him. Let me find that clip of Crazy Legs. Hold on. Let me get this. Hold on. All right. Now listen to Crazy Legs. All right. He's throwing his shots. Hold on.
Let's go. Let's talk, man. Let's talk. Sheesh. What a week it has been. What's good, everybody? What's poppin'? What's the deal? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are.
Fair use, by the way, fair use.
Yeah, man. Cover a couple of things. First thing first. PRS Fest, Puerto Rock Study, August 31st. Prepared to be wild and amazing. Whole topic about breaking and who started what and hip hop and who did what and all this other stuff.
Yeah, black people started it, and y'all learn from black people.
A plancha. Technically, if we're talking about what breaking looked like when it first started, it don't look shit like what I ever did. I never did anything they did. They never did. They could never do anything that I ever did. And if they could, still waiting for the receipts. You've had how many decades to show that you created what we did? And yet we have still never seen any of the pioneers dance in a way that we did.
So now he's going out. He's talking about Trixie, Sasa, the twins. Now understand, number one, these brothers were breaking in the early 70s. Nobody had video cameras and all of that. Nobody had video cameras in the early 70s to film them doing their moves. Now, you do have brothers on variety shows in the 60s doing intricate floor work, and Crazy Legs and those guys were doing those moves. You got moves going back to the 40s, 50s, and 60s of black folks hitting the floor and doing floor moves, swipes and all of these types of things. We've been doing floor moves. And you're talking about those pioneers that are not showing they ain't doing what you did. These are dudes in their damn 70s now. The pioneers, these guys are damn near in their 70s. So now they're not doing that shit now. All right, hold on. Hold on.
Come on now. Come on. And then this whole thing about the birth of hip hop. People act like hip hop was created in a day.
It wasn't, but it was created by foundational black Americans in our culture.
You know, my thing is this.
Uh-oh.
If Latinos were, put it this way, how long did it take to create hip hop before Latinos got involved? Riddle me that shit right there.
All the elements were already created, brother. Dude, all of the elements of hip hop was already there. People were extending breaks early 70s. They were extending breaks before Kool Herc. They were blending breaks and extending breaks before Herc. Early 70s, the extending of breaks, that was already a thing. Funk music and funk breaks, that was already a thing. Rapping over beats, that was already a thing. That was the thing in the rapping over funk breaks or funk beats, late 60s. Graffiti, late 60s. That's Cornbread in Philly. We were already hitting the floor and doing funk dances and street dances and boogaloo dances, which is the basis of hip-hop dancing. All of that stuff was being done before Latinos came into play. Y'all were not even a factor. All of that stuff was being done. The dress and the slang was already a thing. It was already established. Right, Grandmaster Flowers was extending and mixing breaks. DJ Jones was extending breaks. You understand? So it was already established. Then y'all came later, okay? Let me play the clip. Hold on.
All right. And if that's the case, how is it that Africa Islam is half Puerto Rican?
And African Islam didn't bring anything Puerto Rican to the table.
Mix of DST is half Puerto Rican.
Okay, listen to, he's trying to play the everybody is half Puerto Rican thing. Grand Mixer DST, and I've talked to Grand Mixer DST, he didn't find out that he had Puerto Rican lineage until his dad died. His dad told him that on his deathbed. Grand Mixer DST didn't even know that his father had Puerto Rican lineage until his dad died. His dad was on his deathbed, and his dad was like, hey, by the way, man, I got some Puerto Rican lineage. So Grand Mixer DST didn't even know he had Puerto Rican lineage, which is a non-factor anyway, because he wasn't doing anything Puerto Rican or bringing anything Puerto Rican to the table. That don't mean anything. Also, remember, Crazy Legs lied and said that Disco King Mario was half Puerto Rican. We put that lie in the movie Microphone Check. And then we had Mario's family come up, his daughter, say, hell no, he ain't no damn Puerto Rican. Ain't nobody in his family Puerto Rican on neither side. So this is the Puerto Rican, this is them, somebody black having some half Puerto Rican lineage is supposed to be something culturally Puerto Rican. This is the reach they have to go to in order to include themselves in the origin story. There was nothing Puerto Rican about the creation of hip hop. Literally nothing. This is a desperate reach. Hold on. That shows you they don't really have an argument. They don't have an argument.
How is it that
and African Islam came later too?
Islam is half Puerto Rican, Grand Mix of DST is half Puerto Rican, B-Boy Spy is Puerto Rican. My brother, who's one of the first people I've ever seen break, he was in the organization before it became the Zulu Nation. Okay, the mighty Zulu Nation to be specific. And he's obviously Puerto Rican. And yeah, man, so my thing is this, the receipts for what people are saying don't match up.
You didn't bring a receipt, man. You just started naming a couple of people who had a relative that was Puerto Rican. That's not you creating hip hop.
And keep in mind, there were a lot of black Puerto Ricans, a lot of dark-skinned Puerto Ricans.
Who identified as us. Who identified and acted like us as foundational black Americans.
And never had to talk about being Puerto Rican. It was just, yo.
Then why y'all bringing it up? Y'all the ones bringing it up and trying to make it a thing, and you're trying to get special recognition.
Are you dope or are you whack? And that's it. That's where it ended. Because we were all in the same damn hood. And for all you corny ass outsiders from the New York area who try to ambush old school pioneers and
he's trying to take a shot at our brother Lord Jamar with that. This is him trying to take a shot at our brother Lord Jamar. And Lord Jamar said that Crazy Legs has been kind of coming at him sideways. And Lord Jamar had some of the pioneers, the so-called pioneers. He had some of the pioneers and some of the Puerto Rican guys, some of the first Puerto Ricans on. And the Puerto Ricans, they were like Ruby D and Whipper Whip. They were like, yeah, we got it from black people. Yeah, we got it from the blacks. Yeah? So they weren't ambushed. They weren't ambushed. They're not ambushing these people. Derek Colon tried to say the same thing. Oh, lying ass Colon. He tried to say, well, microphone check, Tariq is editing the movie and he's twisting everybody's words the way Tariq edited the movie. Tariq was twisting the narrative. Y'all seen microphone check. There was no editing tricks in that movie. I let these people speak at length and say what they wanted to say. There's no AI, there's no slicing. I didn't do any edit manipulations. I let people say whatever they wanted to say and tell whatever truth they wanted to say. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. They talked at length. They did whole paragraphs and just told what they were feeling on their spirit. I didn't manipulate anybody. We asked them simple questions. They gave me simple answers. And the answers across the board was, when we started hip hop, it was only black people there in the beginning doing it. The Latinos came a little later. This is what they're saying. This is what the pioneers were saying. Nobody edited nothing. This is what they said. Hold on. Hold on. Let me play the rest. Oh, where we at? Hold on. Sorry, guys. All right. Hold on. 1 second. Here we go.
Legends who don't know how to do an interview that protects themselves from your bullshit ass questioning.
No. It's called telling the truth. No. If somebody asks a question and it's a legitimate question and they give an honest answer, that's not BS, and that's not, they don't know how to protect themselves. No, it's called telling the truth, dude. Our brother Lord Jamar asked those brothers some questions and then they told the truth, and you don't like them telling the truth because now you're on this whole lying campaign now. Whip, Ruby D and those guys told the truth. It wasn't a trick question. He didn't manipulate them. He didn't take advantage of them. He asked them simple questions and they answered the simple questions. You dig? And they told the truth. You guys are lying now. Crazy Legs?
You know, I think, some of the old school heads, first of all, need to research themselves and cross-reference because...
How you mean they got to research themselves? What the hell does that mean? they got to research themselves. They know who they are. They know what they were doing, and they know who came before them. He's talking about whipping those guys. That's who he's talking about. How do they need to research themselves? They know where they were and where they were not. They know they were not at some of the early B-Boy jams participating. They know they weren't there, and they're telling the truth. They need to research themselves. That don't make no damn sense. You dig? Man, hold on.
A lot of people just didn't make notes or write in a diary or do anything like that back in the days.
You don't have to do that if you got a memory. You know where you were and you know where you were not. And they're admitting that they were not early pioneers. They didn't create it. They came later. They're telling you where they learned it from.
We were kids. The pioneers were kids, young teenagers at best. Okay, and people were not documenting hip hop like that. So
they knew that they didn't create it. Those early Puerto Rican dudes who came in the late 70s, they knew they came in later into something that was already established, dude. You can't spin it like they were kids and they just didn't know better. That's where he's trying to go. Well, they didn't write it down, so they got to do some more research. These dudes know where they were and where they were not. All right. Hold on.
You know, cut the shit, man. And no one can be absolute. And let me just put this out there.
We can be absolute. Y'all weren't there. Y'all didn't create nothing. That's absolute. You didn't create anything. Y'all came when it was established.
That whole fake ass flyer from 1973, August, whatever, it's fake. It's fake, it's fake, it's fake.
Right, and that flyer is a rendition. That's a recreation, a reimagining, and we talked about that in Microphone Check. That early flyer is not really accurate.
Ask the people whose names are on the flyer if they were there. Point blank, period.
Okay. Now, with the flyer situation, I've seen flyers like out of Brooklyn that look like hip-hop flyers from 72. Some of those Brooklyn guys sent me some flyers, some of those old school Brooklyn heads, I mean, with the word rap on it and everything. I've seen flyers that look like hip-hop flyers from Brooklyn from 1972, by the way. All right? Hold on.
Okay, so when you're looking at like the development of hip-hop, I'll tell you what, remove me from that history and let's see how far breaking would have gone. Peace.
Oh, so he's responsible for the success of breaking. It's Crazy Legs. It is Crazy Legs. Forget about all the cats we saw on Soul Train and forget about all the other dances. It was Crazy Legs. He said, remove him and let's see how far it went. Well, the thing is, Crazy Legs, how come you guys have never created a hip-hop dance before, nor have you created a hip-hop dance since? Huh? People are already breaking. If you created one dance, how come you didn't create nothing else? If you did all this other stuff, then where are your other creations, brother? Where are your other creations? You had cats doing street dances. You had the Electric Boogaloos and Poppin' Pete and Boogaloo Sam. These dudes on the West Coast doing this stuff on Soul Train. We've been doing street dances that were incorporated into hip-hop culture. That's been a thing way before Crazy Legs. Yeah, we had Fred, Rerun, Barry on What's Happening doing street damn dances. What are you talking about, dude? Y'all ain't created a dance since. What else did you create? You didn't create nothing before or nothing after. Yeah? That's where it's going. I'm telling y'all, the name of the game. These folks want to sit up here and say they actually created it and we got it from them. That's where they want to go with it. And they've been trying to attack our brother Lord Jamar, because Lord Jamar, shout out to that brother, is standing on business because he's telling the truth. And another thing about Crazy Legs, because Lord Jamar, I think he's shared this clip too. Now remember, this is the interesting thing about Crazy Legs. back years ago, Crazy Legs would actually tell the truth. When they were talking about the dances they were doing, it was called the Moreno dance. This is Crazy Legs decades ago, telling the truth. Hold on.
Like the Latinos, you know, Moreno means black, you know, they be like, yo, that's that Moreno style, you know, and that's the original style of B-boy. Like the Latinos, you know, Moreno means black, you know, they be like, yo, that's that Moreno style, you know, and that's the original style of B-boy.
One
like
more
the
time.
Latinos, you know, Moreno means black, you know, they be like, yo, that's that Moreno style, you know, and that's the original style of B-boy.
There it is. That's Crazy Legs telling the truth. That's him years ago saying, hey, we were doing the Moreno style. That's the black style we were doing. That's the original style. That's him saying it. They know where they got it from. They used to admit it. But now, because of the corporate thing, they've been told to go out here and lie. All right? They've been told to go out here and lie and rewrite the damn story. And we ain't gonna let them do that. We're not letting them do that, ladies and gentlemen. Right, they used to tell the truth. Yeah? Family, this is why you gotta support the film Microphone Check. Family, listen to me. When it goes back in theaters, family, flood the theaters when it goes back. It's going to be back in theaters in a few weeks. Family, take your friends, your relatives, your family, your cousins. Go to the theaters and go out of your way to support this film when it comes back out. Because family, folks will try to create an ethnogenocide out here. They will try to create an ethnogenocide. If they erase you and your culture, that's the first step of a genocide, man. They'll get you up out of here. And we're not going to let that happen. And they had something Vibe on the Vibe website. They were talking about Lord Jamar. Because Lord Jamar challenged KRS-One's claim that Puerto Ricans helped create hip-hop. Yeah, you were there, but if I'm building a house and you watch me build a house, does that mean you built it too? No, right. So yeah. So shout out to brother Lord Jamar. It's telling the truth. You dig? And they've been trying to low-key attack him. He's standing on truth. Yeah? He's telling the truth. So it's up to us to maintain that the truth is going to be told, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody in here. We got a lot of folks in here. It will be on FBA Stream, I think early August. It'll be on FBA Stream in August. When it's out of the theaters. It'll be on FBA Stream in August. Ladies and gentlemen. We are in here heavy. Shout out to everybody in the room. We got a lot of people in the room, ladies and gentlemen. We are in here deep and heavy. Shout out to everybody in here. While I'm thinking about it, get your Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com, by the way. Get your Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com. Because family, listen, we gotta be on top of our game, because when we are standing on truth and we are influencers out here, they watch what we do, they watch our talking points, and they come up with ways to kind of try to counter us. Family, my guy 19 Keys sent me a link of this white Democrat think tank. Oh, hold on. Wait, damn spider in here. Hold on, guys. Shit. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta get my my office sprayed in here, because it's real hot. When it's hot, the insects be hot, nigga. The insects be coming in here to get cool. Nigga, you know it, because it's hella hot. So now insects are coming in the house, nigga. I saw a grasshopper with some biker shorts on, nigga. It was like, shit, it's hot as hell out here. Let me chill in here with you for a minute, player. It's hot. Insects are trying to come in here and kick it with me. Nigga. It is hot outside, nigga. Man. But listen, there's this paper that was put out, this study that these tethers, they're going to start trying to target us. It's this thing where this paper from this think tank where they want to start going after influencers, all right? And I want y'all to read this. I want y'all to read over this with me. It's talking about the Black online disinformation landscape. So when we challenge white supremacy, we challenge the political parties, they're trying to say that we're spreading disinformation, and they're now trying to come up with strategies to counter us. Now look at this. Now, the Black online disinformation landscape. This is from something called Onyx Impact. This is a think tank that's funded by whites, but they got a black face on it. All right. Black communities hold power, immense power in our political system. In an era in unprecedented technological and societal change, confronting the challenges created by misinformation and disinformation affecting Black communities is crucial to ensuring the health and stability of our democracy. Family, this is like COINTELPRO, to be honest. This is like COINTELPRO. They're just trying to word it as if it's like some kind of disinformation think piece. But this is like COINTELPRO. This is to suppress Black voices that's speaking truth. It's not about disinformation. This is about squandering Black voices spreading the truth. Now we're reading the right side, the left side. We're going to tackle the right side in a minute. Onyx Impact Black online disinformation landscape analysis is a vital step in that effort. This landscape provides analysis provides the first ever comprehensive roadmap for understanding and addressing the unique disinformation networks and narratives both within and targeting Black online spaces. All right. The three most significant, hold on, where we at? The three most significant narrative threats to Black voter engagement in 2024, misleading narratives about civil disengagement, Biden broken promises, and stoking division. That means not letting tethers represent us. Far-right activist network, particularly Black far-right activists, spread the most disinformation to Black communities and engage with the highest number of misleading narratives. So that's them trying to call some of the Black influencers far-right. Anti-immigrant narratives are prevalent across multiple Black disinformation networks. And the risk of this narrative breaking out is high. It is already broken out. We're not letting tethers represent us. In the current media environment, Black gateway influencers and platforms are critical to stemming the rising tide of disinformation and reaching Black audiences targeted by harmful narratives. They're studying every move we make, family. All right? Onyx Impact rejects any attempt to use this research to make broad generalizations about the Black community or fuel divisions within the Black diaspora. Yeah, they're seeing how we are delineating from tethers. All right, yeah, they're talking about me in here. All right? All right. Onyx identified 6 prominent online networks targeting Black Americans. This includes authentic online networks and personalities influencing Black American views and disinformation networks targeting Black Americans through social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Although many more networks exist in Black online spaces, these 6 represent some of the most significant in connection with spreading false misleading and misleading narratives in black communities. Gateway influencers. Hold on, come on now. They're talking about the Breakfast Club, the Shade Room, 19 Keys, the Joe Budden podcast, Earn Your Leisure, the Stephen A. Smith Show. That's all cap. The Black Manosphere. I'm gonna do the clip notes here. I think they mentioned Fresh and Fit, but these are those are fronts. Far-right activists include black and non-black extremists who target black audiences with inauthentic persuasion campaigns and promote anti-black, anti-immigrant, anti-LGBT, revisionist history, and other disinformation narratives to advance their political agenda. So yeah, we're delineating from the Pan-African narrative, so this is what they're talking about. This is why they send people in our mix to try to thwart what we're doing. So this is their strategy on the right. Develop robust strategies to engage black gateway influencers immediately. Identify and resource many black trusted messengers. You mean their own flunkies. Right here, this is very significant. Expose and discredit key bad actors in the core black disinformation network. That's why you always have these weird pages trying to put out misinformation, talking about exposing me as a way to discredit me. Aggressively counter revisionist history, civic disengagement, Biden broken promises, disinformation narrative. So when we talk about how Biden broke his damn promises and didn't do a damn thing for us, they're trying to say this is disinformation. But this is very important. This whole expose and discredit key bad actors. This is COINTELPRO. This is why you see people always talking about videos exposing me with a bunch of lies that don't nobody believe. All right? This is exactly what we're talking about. We've been telling y'all these are some COINTELPRO-ass government informant types. You see people always making weird videos about me. This is proof right here that these people are government informants. This is the proof. And this is a tether movement. Now let's look at the woman behind this. All right? They got a whole paper. The woman behind this is this lady down here. Hold on. Ososa Osa. All right? This is the front person behind this. Now, there's white people backing this up financially. This is a Nigerian tether. All right? She's the one, and this is why, family, yes, it's Sosa Osa, and she's tweeted some stuff about me before, by the way. So she's sitting up watching us, family. This woman is sitting up here. Her boss has got her watching and monitoring all of our moves and all of our talking points. That's why whenever we do Twitter Spaces, whenever we're doing our thing, there's always a bunch of tethers sitting in the room trying to get in the mix, trying to derail the conversations. They sit up here and they're getting funded to watch us and to come up with discrediting campaigns. Yeah, because they're trying to discredit our brother 19 Keys too. All of us foundational black Americans who have large audiences, who are influential, they have to try to discredit us. There's a reason why they got these weird tethers who sit up here and just do videos about me nonstop. That's where this is coming from. These people are paid to do that as a way to try to sabotage our influence. Family, when they see people like me and people like others, I'm one of the few, who can put together a rally in Washington, D.C., where thousands of people show up. More people show up to our rally than they do some of these political rallies around the country. We saw that Democratic funded rally that was right next to ours, right? Where 10 people showed up and they had a bunch of Democratic shills there. And 10 damn people showed up and thousands of people showed up to ours. And by the way, the Rally for Reparations is going to be on the FBA Stream site this week. So if you have FBA Stream, you'll be able to see the whole 3 hours. It was more than 3 hours, but we had to edit it down to 3 hours. You'll see the whole thing on FBA Stream. Yeah? Yeah, they've been going after Reza. All of us who are very influential, they've been going after us. That's why they've been so butthurt over microphone check, family. That's why they were funny style about putting it on Amazon. Remember? We had to get on their case about putting it on Amazon. You know why? Because this is microphone check on Amazon right now. This is microphone check on Amazon this very minute. If you go to Amazon in the bestsellers and documentary, we are number one. We've been number one for 2 weeks. It ain't going nowhere. That's why. That's influence right there, family. When you got the number one documentary in the world, countering these people's narratives where they're trying to rewrite our history. That's FBA power right there, family. That is FBA power. Somebody said it's midnight on the East Coast. It's my birthday on the East Coast. Shout out to everybody giving me birthday love. And by the way, let's go back to Amazon real quick. Let me show y'all something. Let's go back to Amazon real quick. Not only is microphone check number one, hell, number 6 is American Maroons. I got 2 documentaries in the top 10 on Amazon right now. We got 2 in the top 10 on Amazon right now, ladies and gentlemen. Where's Buck Breaking? That's probably on there too somewhere. That's FBA power, ladies and gentlemen. That is FBA power. So family, watch out for these people who's going to be in our spaces trying to sabotage our energy. They see the influence that we have on the grassroots, and they're trying to send people in our mix in order to thwart and sabotage that. Because we got people listening to us because we're telling the truth out here. And we're going to keep spitting the truth and telling the truth, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to stay on truth, man. We're going to stay on truth, and we're going to keep speaking truth to power. We're going to keep telling the truth about our narrative. We're not going to let nobody create an ethno-genocide and try to erase us. We're going to tell the truth about these politicians. We're going to tell the truth about tethers. We're going to tell the truth about some of these other immigrant groups who's coming in trying to undermine us. We're going to keep telling the truth about these white supremacists. So everybody's going to get on code. You better get on code and get on board or get exposed or get put out the mix. But letting people sit around and undermine us, that day is over. We're not letting people come around us and undermine us, and we're not going to sit here and put people in office so they can sit here and undermine us and wipe us out and erase us. That's not going to happen. Bye-bye, dear. My daughter's sleeping. Anyway, guys, let me get up out of here. Look, it's my birthday. Let me go celebrate my birthday with the family. Again, like I said, family, if you want to give me a birthday gift, everybody go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com and give a donation to the Hidden History Museum. That will be my birthday gift. You want to give me a birthday gift? Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Give a birthday donation to the Hidden History Museum. Helping the community, that's my gift. So we want everybody to go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, give a nice donation so that helps us help the community and stand on business, all right? Anyway, guys, let me get up out of here, but hiddenhistorymuseum.com. We'll keep you posted on Microphone Check and let you know when the advanced theater tickets for Microphone Check is coming. That will be on the site pretty soon. You got to support Microphone Check when it goes back in theaters. All right, y'all, it's been real.